Hello everyone. It's 10:12 p.m. and hopefully this will be my last YouTube video. So it's a good thing I feel sleepy right now. And look how long my nails are. I need to trim my nails. So I did a few little videos tonight. Just expressing my feelings. But my phone battery is kind of low, and I have to go charge it in a different room. So yeah, it's sad that I have this place to live for a while, but it's indefinite and unsure because even staying here is not guaranteed. And it's more so not guaranteed because the online perps, they've been tracking me, stalking my every move. And they've been tracking me and following me, everything I do. And hold on right quick. I'm gonna try to turn off the air. Because it gets cold. I start to get freezing cold. So I couldn't believe that I felt so depressed that I realized, wow, it's been a whole week. So I finally got a shower and got clean tonight, and I told y'all my experience of what happened in the shower. Well, good thing they didn't squeeze my organs tonight. They didn't squeeze my organs tonight. So it's a good sign that I'm very sleepy. And I ate only once today. I didn't even want to eat at Dairy Queen, but I waited so late. And then, I waited so late, and then I was just hungry right then and there. I didn't even eat until 3 o'clock this afternoon, and that was all I ate today. So, I had some perp activity go on, and they had a Mexican lady that I was more than halfway done eating, and then she came and had a white older model, 90s model Chevy Blazer, and she sat there parked. I don't even think she was legitimately handicapped, but she illegally parked in a handicap spot right by where I was sitting at, and sat there and watched and monitored me eat my meal. Made me feel so uncomfortable. So I took a couple of pictures of her because my phone was the battery was extremely low. I took a couple of pictures of her, and then she drove off. She never once got out that vehicle. And then they had a black lady. She was attitude-wise, she was nice, but they had so many seats on the other side. But she also came and parked right next to me. And she looked just like Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. She had a red vehicle. And, she ordered her food and then sat right next to me. And I had some other stuff go on. They had a couple of Mexican perps that had, had their arm out of the window, passing by while I was eating. I couldn't capture them or get them on film or anything. But yeah, here in this small little town, Black, white, and Hispanic. I haven't seen any Asians. I don't even know if they have Asians or Middle Eastern. This town is so small. But as I said, I'm just describing, so it looked like, I can't really say a whole as much as I would like to say, because the online perps are really on my ass extremely heavy. And it's like a whole bunch of men cyber harassing and gang stalking a woman. That's sad. A disabled woman. That's sad. So on this channel, they every hour, if I upload a video, ever since yesterday, they one by one, like every hour, they give me another thumbs up to like 17 thumbs up. And then after that, they manipulate me to get my hopes up, to think I got all this support. And then afterwards, then they start tapering off the numbers of my subscribers slowly but surely and gradually. I see what they're doing. And also, like, I had 482 subscribers on this channel before yesterday. And what happened was, I got up all the way to 506. And then they started slowly and surely tapering off. Then I had 504, then 503. And then all of a sudden, 496, 497, then 496, 497, 499, then back to 493, 494. Manipulating my thumbs up and thumbs down, and manipulating my subscriber count. So it was a gang stalker who falsely agreed, who worked for whoever was behind the appeals account with the YouTube on my other channel. It was a gang stalker that striked my channel and falsely accused me of the harassment when I was actually defending myself. It was a gang stalking YouTube employee that denied my appeal. They know what's up. They know what's going on. And they censor righteousness and truth, but they glorify wickedness and evil. So, TikTok tried to falsely strike one of my videos today, but then I appealed it, and I'm glad I was able to get the video restored. And they threatened to wipe my whole TikTok channel out. But I'm glad I was able to restore that, So, whatever happened to TikTok, people trying to make like as if TikTok is full of freedom of speech. No, they censor the shit out of you. So, I had a rough day with the internet online experiences, but, in person, I definitely had some harassment. I couldn't even go outside. And it's like, this is too small of a town for there to have rampant loud music blasting or loud trucks passing by. And so, I felt a sad, depressed, emotional feeling that, it's a different kind of prison that you restrict and not allow me to have a warm shower and force me to have a lukewarm or nearly cold shower. If I'm a criminal, put me in jail, put me in prison, lock me up if I'm guilty. What, y'all be trying to act like y'all want to criminalize me because you want to falsely accuse me of squandering and mismanaging and wasting my own Social Security check. But if you target it, you know how the perps manipulate you, how to be forced to waste more money For example, I saw it with another guy, supposedly targeted on TikTok, and they did the same thing to him. That if he went to do laundry and they waited till he was gone and manipulated the temperature on his laundry to force his clothes to be still wet. And then afterwards, they he was forced to have to waste more extra money to re-dry the clothes again. I got video footage of that happening to me numerous times in Cincinnati, Ohio, and Pensacola, Florida. I mean, I had just got to Cincinnati, and it was an illegal Mexican that did that to me. Not a legal Mexican, but an illegal Mexican lady that did that to me. She knew what she was doing. But I'm just saying for description, but our own American people have done me the same way. Being targeted individuals, we get treated like we are illegal earthlings, like we're not allowed to exist on the face of this earth. You know, so they don't want us on this earth anyway. They keep trying to run us off the planet. You know, so they basically that's what they say, that we're banned from society or kicked out of society, and falsely, like the ones who are doing the domestic gang stalking, domestic terrorism, they're the ones falsely accusing us of domestic terrorism, of being a domestic terrorist on a terrorist watch list. But yeah, y'all bully, stalk, and harass us, all in the fake name of MK Ultra, CIA experiments, and human experimentation, non-consensual human experimentation. And I'm not gonna write any letters to Congress. I'm not gonna write any letters to the FBI. I'm not gonna go to the police. I'm not going to the I'm not going to any of the and I'm not going to the UN. Because they're all part of this gang stalking New World Order. Targeted individuals, we are a threat to the satanic globalist New World Order. We are a threat and don't fit in. That's why we're targeted. So yeah, it's like the closer it was till I was done taking my shower, that's the slightly warmer the temperature got. You know, I'm glad to get clean, but I had to put on the same clothes. So so I called this place up. Yeah, that lady that's supposed to be a female pastor, she acted like as if she kind of got a little aggravated with me, or like I got on her nerves or something. And I try to be as respectful as possible. And like she got an abusive, narcissistic, fake attitude when she tried to ask me what do I need and stuff, and I said, well, I need clothes and I need food and this and that, whatever. She's like, we don't have no clothes. You know, like she had an attitude like, we don't have no clothes. So like she tried to I don't want to say too soon, but from what it looks like, as if she stood me up. She led me on to think that she was gonna get some people to bring me a box of food. And I waited a few hours, and then I called back to I called back one time and I said, "Well, I'm sorry, I don't mean to bother you, but remember, when you said that you were gonna, send me some food or whatever, you know." And well, she told me, she was like, "Well, I was waiting for these people to get off from work. I haven't forgotten about you." So basically, yeah, my funds are extremely low, and my funds are extremely low right now, like very low. And she stood me up and lied to me about the food. But the reason why I don't want to say anything yet, because um she might come tomorrow, so I don't want to speak too soon. But so far from the looks of it, I feel stood up. And I waited around all afternoon and all evening and let my phone battery just die down. And then just waiting around. And then almost 8:30, I went and took a shower and put my phone on the charger because my phone was about to die. And I had let it get some juice or whatever. And I think, yeah, last night I kind of straightened up a little bit in here. A little bit. I straightened up and took out the trash last night. So, I mean, even despite being so depressed and feeling down, beat down and stuff, I try to pick myself back up and try to be a little productive here and there. So, the abusive, narcissistic white guy at that extended stay in Cincinnati, he got an attitude with me over the phone. And me and him got into an argument earlier today because that $6.68 that fake nice black guy took out of my account without my knowledge or consent, or you know so it's like the black guy, he was fake nice, I guess, but then he, whoever it was, waited until, well, the white guy, his name is Justin, and he said that the black guy was the one who took out that money out of my account without my knowledge, permission, or consent. And so the white guy would kept on saying, "Well, call the manager," or he'll be like, "Well, the manager's just left," or "The manager won't be in later on." So, I mean, until later on. So, he told me originally that the black guy wasn't supposed to take extra money out. So then later on, he switched his narrative today and said that the black guy was supposed to take the money out. And then like he got and that was him and that dyke, that they were the ones that freaking falsely accused me of I ain't never gotta go back to Cincinnati, so I'm gonna say it. Birch Hill Suites in Blue Ash, Ohio, part of Cincinnati. When they falsely accused me of they falsely accused me of they falsely accused me of manipulating and messing with the smoke alarms when I had been there for like after the first week or whatever. And then they scapegoated and blamed me. And the lesbian, she tried to tell me, "Oh, you got 10 minutes to pack your stuff and leave." And I'm like, "But I didn't do that." So so the Justin guy, he was the one who had an attitude with me for asking for toilet paper, and then talking about, "Oh, I'm gonna start from now on. We're gonna start charging $1 for toilet paper." So I mean, I don't know why some of these motels or extended stays, if they give you discounts just to turn around and sneak behind your back and then charge you more money, and take out money out of your account later on. So excuse me. So So, I mean, I'm not sure if I ever want to go back to Cincinnati again anyway, especially not in the winter. So, so I mean, so he had got mad and argued me and got frustrated and yelled at me. He didn't give a fuck how he treated me. And that's the guy, the fat guy with the dirty hands and always wearing a red and black plaid shirt. He's an abusive, narcissistic gang stalker. You know, and as I said, them two, they try to make me feel so unwanted there. But as I said, the manager, she was a sweetheart and very nice and very much welcome and was glad to have me. But they had so much gaslighting and manipulative gang stalking activity over there that they try to manipulate for it to have like difficult for me to go and enter and exit out of places, and wanted to close and lock all these doors and just make it such a barrier to walk through and maneuver through the building. You know, they would close certain doors whenever they felt like it, and inconvenience me that I had to be forced to get my key out. And I'm like, come on, man, like, you know. So that Justin guy, he sat there and freaking argued me. He never told me that the black guy was supposed to take the money out. Originally he said that the guy was not supposed to take it out. And so it seemed like he tried to block or never let me talk to the manager. I always had the excuse to always had this excuse to block me from talking to the manager. So then Justin had an attitude and tried to say that the guy was, oh, I already explained to you before. And I'm like, no, you never told me that I said, you said that the guy wasn't supposed to, and that y'all were going to be giving me my money back. And so like he said with an attitude, I told you it would take 7 to 10 business days, and now we're on day 4. And so I don't even know if he's prejudiced or racist or just narcissistic, or he might be misogynistic and sexist and treat women like shit. Mine was the only one he treated so bad. Now, funny, well, the black guy acted super pleasant and helpful towards me, but I don't like the fact that he snuck behind my back and, you know, took out some money or whatever. So, I mean, I have a right to fight for my money back. Especially if y'all, that's why I was like, if they try to manipulate me into thinking I got such a great discount, and then wait till after I check out to take out money and charge me and don't even tell me what it's for. Trying to say, oh, that's a balance that you owed. Well, why do y'all charge people like so-called discounts and then make it like as if you owe a balance? It's like y'all sitting there playing with people. And I know that the online perps are going to go call up the place and show them my videos and, you know, have them all mad at me. I ain't got to go to Birch Hill Suites anymore. I ain't got to go back to Cincinnati anymore. That was just an emergency situation from what they were trying to do to me in Pensacola. So, excuse me. So, I mean, I was trying my best to stay in everybody's good graces and try to not get banned, you know, and because I could have gone all out on exposing every damn thing, you know, but I don't even know if that was deliberate. If I was given a room with blood and cum, just dirty fucking sheets, and then you give me another room that's messed up and the refrigerator is so pulled out, and I couldn't even access the refrigerator in the microwave. And when I first tried, I tried to push the refrigerator back, and I couldn't. But then later on, I was able to push it back the next day, and then that's how I ended up with so many damn roaches that followed me all the way here. I only saw 2 roaches so far up in here, but I hope to get that $6.68 back. Because I didn't want them. So I mean, so as I said, you don't just go taking people's money out of their bank and then don't even tell them why, or you act like you got something to hide. You act like you got something to hide. When people try to confront or ask you. So you sitting there manipulating and playing games or skirting around, but he had an unnecessary rude ass attitude. Now, I think it was my last Saturday there or something. And it was a white guy complaining about the black guy. I mean, it was a white guy that was a guest there that was complaining about the black guy being so rude and having an attitude in front of his child. I mean, the white guy said that the black guy had an attitude in front of him and his child. So, I mean, I don't know about all that, but, the manager, I don't think she was the owner, but I guess the big manager was the nicest one there. And the only time I saw her was my very first day when I checked in there. And then I never saw her since. But then they had these other people who were like rude. I mean, all the other employees were rude except, the black guy. But, I didn't, I mean, why, I mean, so they and then when you ask an employee, well, how much does a room cost tonight? Each different employee will tell you something different. One employee might tell you it costs $79.99 for the night, and another person might say, well, it costs you $49.99. So thanks for the discounts, though. But, don't be giving people discounts or low prices and then wait till after they check out and then talk about, oh, it's a balance that you owe. When I haven't destroyed anything, why was the balance owed? I haven't destroyed it. I never did. I haven't even done anything. So, yeah. So, I mean, so we on day 4. Well, hopefully next week I hope to have that $6.68. It really big time bothered me the way he talked to me, so condescending, abusive, and harsh. And the first time I ever saw him was when him and that, when they both had came in my room and lied on me and falsely accused me of tampering with and messing with the smoke alarm. And it's like I've been in my room quiet, minding my business, haven't really been bothering nobody. Hardly even left out of the room. And so then, I hardly even left out of the room. So I mean, they just randomly come in my room one day and falsely made that random false accusation. And that guy had been treating me like a pest or like I'm highly annoying. And I never even did him anything. Like, if you don't like your job, quit. Go somewhere else. How hard should it be to have a front desk job at a small, tiny little extended stay hotel? Let me have your doggone job if you don't like it. I'll take it. But y'all wouldn't hire me though. So, wow. Huh. My phone is at 22% right now. But I'm disappointed because they had this person named Elnora Winters. She you know, it seemed like me and her followed each other on all three platforms. But she got hateful and unfollowed me on Twitter, and she claimed to be a narcissistic abuse victim and a so-called targeted individual. And she's young enough to be my child, and she got hateful and unfollowed me on Twitter. So I blocked her on Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. But she even said before that she's atheist. I'm like, well, she used to be supportive of me about, with the narcissistic abuse and the gang stalking and bullying or whatever. But, but I mean, she didn't like what I said about, how is it that LGBT people, can get defended or whatever or have protection, but not homeless people and people with disabilities. And I said, LGBTQIO or whatever, that is part of the new satanic Luciferian New World Order agenda. So, they had this person on a different person on TikTok that, she posts a whole lot of evidence or whatever about people stalking her and her landlord doing a whole bunch of stuff and the police doing her dirty, neighbors messing with her and her children or whatever. So then somebody mentioned gang stalking, and I don't know why she don't like when people mention gang stalking. But if you're being stalked by multiple people, that is gang stalking. So, I mean, well, she'll just talk about the narcissistic abuse aspect and talk about multiple people stalking her, but she rejects the idea of being, gang stalked. She called herself We Heal Here or something like that. So, excuse me. So, I think she's some kind of way blocked or, I'm like, well, why you came to follow me then, If they come to, I mean, it's like, I hate when on TikTok, if I try to like on Twitter, I would press the like and retweet on every post. I explained this before, but on TikTok, I like and I press the heart button and the favorite button on just about every video that I like or find important. If I find it interesting or important. So I don't know if I try to comment on somebody's TikTok video or YouTube, then get blocked. So, that made me feel down today. So, I mean, I'm sitting here feeling very depressed because, if I come into something good, it's like even staying here, I can't go all out on a whim and just make myself feel cozy and comfortable and at home. Like I had to do on the streets of Cincinnati, I might have to keep my belongings to a minimum here in South Texas because, I've had moments where I had a roof over my head or Section 8 housing and was forced to just, due to the targeting and forced homelessness, I would have to be forced to, abandon all my belongings and leave and break the lease due to the targeting being so bad. But that was even before I found out and got my final confirmation that I'm suffering gang stalking. Or that this is what gang stalking is. Because I heard about gang stalking, but I didn't realize I was going through it. And so narcissistic abuse and gang stalking go hand in hand. Gang stalking is narcissistic abuse. Narcissistic abuse is gang stalking. And narcissistic abuse and gang stalking abuse is satanic ritual abuse. And you know what? It's like I don't get to fit in any community. Like the narcissistic victim community, they do like the so-called TI community. All huddled together. Like the so-called TI community, if they act abusive, narcissistic, exploitative, fake TI perps, they reverse it on me and lie and say that I'm the narcissist or that I'm the perp. In the fake narcissistic victim community, they got their popular fakes. And they all huddle together and unfollow and block me. And they believe smear campaigns just like anybody, like flying monkeys. And they make it like I don't have a right to call nobody a narcissist. But they can act narcissistic and then call other people a narcissist. So, I'm very disappointed. If y'all supposed to be narc victims, but y'all narcissistically abusing and manipulating and playing games. So, I can't even fit in with the narc victim community either. The narcissistic victim community, the targeted individual community, the body of Christ or so-called Christians. But a lot of people who pretend to be fake narc victims, they be narcs themselves and they associate it with New Age and witchcraft and the occult. Like, well, it's no wonder I can't get along with you then. But, the professed Christians, they behind closed doors, be associated with the New Age and occultism and witchcraft and even Freemasonry. Or they'll defend and agree with Freemasons. So, when people in the so-called narc victim community or so-called TI community, if I try to extend my hand and try to be supportive the best way I could, and I get blocked. So, and today is another day I have no food in the fridge. And on the my Candy Grand Prix channel, they had this perp with looked like an African name who lied to me and made a false comment and said, I just sent you $55, God bless. Come to find out he never sent anything. He or she never sent anything. And I was looking all over the CashApp, the fundraiser, the PayPal, nothing. So he lied. So and I said, well, I never received the money that you claim you sent me. Then because at first I'm like, oh, thank you so much, and then next thing I said, I never received the money that you claim you sent me. Then I got ignored. So then I blocked them. And I'm like, you're a fake ass perp for lying. And lying and manipulating and getting all my hopes up knowing I'm struggling and going through hell. So, I mean, I got this roof over my head, but I hate that I can't get cozy or get comfortable or get my hopes up because it's not guaranteed or promised for me to stay here. You know, and I hate that the online perps, I had been here not even a week and they fraudulently and illegally found out already. So I got intense harassment on this channel. A whole bunch of harassment. I had to block so many people. Y'all don't deserve to be, y'all abusive, narcissistic gang stalkers, y'all don't deserve to be called people. So I had to block so many people, you know. And then they had some perp trolls that came harassing. They're attacking my right foot. They're hitting my right foot with the palm of my right foot. They're hit with the directed energy weapons. So they had perp trolls that were harassing me on Twitter, and somebody defended me. I'm glad somebody defended me. They're hurting my foot. So they have a perp that just made a troll comment saying gang stalker, or whatever. I've been getting so many rude, abusive comments on my channel, on all my videos. And y'all have to be, and then look, the fake TI perps that sold out, they lie on me and manipulate people to think that I'm the one who's demon possessed with Legion, or that I'm such a deceiver. But at first y'all be like, oh, you're such a beautiful soul. But then, then you try to get in my circle and try to control me and everything. And when I put a stop to it, y'all make it like I'm the worst person in the world. So they got something good that just happened, but I can't talk about it because the online person will try to use it against me. So I got to keep quiet about it. But I'm going to go for tonight because my battery's getting low. I got to put it back on a charger. And they're still hurting my foot. My phone is at 19% right now. So I'll see y'all tomorrow.